Hey guys, it's Mike with Benthic, here with another Speargun review. Today we're going to go over the Hero Nightmare Edition Speargun from Salvimar. This is just going to serve as a Hero review in general. The Nightmare is just their newest version of the Hero. The original version had the green handle, green track, came with a reel. They've had the Tomahawk version, which is their fusion hybrid roller. They've had and a couple different variants. This is again like the latest update, the newest version. The big difference with the Nightmare editions and any of their guns is you'll notice it's just a blacked out look. Everything is black on the Speargun, and it's coming with their prime line bands, which is I think is a very large power upgrade. You know, it's not the soft, really stretchy modulus rubber. This is like the much more powerful, real punchy prime line rubber. And this is the rubber that on all the basically on all the Hero models, you know, previously when it came time to for new bands for people, you know, everybody chose to go ahead and upgrade and go to the prime line bands. Nobody really wanted to stick with the softer bands. And partially it's because this gun is just it's a heavy duty version of a rail gun. So this was built by them around the ability to throw these heavier shafts, which will take this prime line punchy rubber very, very well. You'll get all the benefits out of it. So yeah, so basically just an overview, I'll get into it. Heavy duty railgun is basically, you know, the best way to describe it. This has got all the features like on all the different railguns, you know, across the world that you would individually pick and choose what you like on it. This has all of them. They threw it all into one gun. They really made one of the most, I think now, iconic railguns in the history of spearfishing. This is a large elliptical barrel, so it's you know, you get what you're getting is, yeah, you can maintain some ease of tracking and swinging side to side, but what you're really getting is the ability to carry, you know, these heavier shafts and, you know, have that proper buoyancy. These things don't have a tiny, skinny little handle, you know, that only fits tiny little hands. This is a big, beefy, good ergonomic thumb swell grip. It comes right-handed. It also comes with a left-hand grip. The trigger well inside these is substantial, so you know, large, full-grown man fingers in gloves fit in there no problem. Functional safety, and probably one of the largest, beefiest reverse trigger mechanisms that's ever gone into a railgun. This is a roller trigger mechanism. It's a single roller where the roller is on the shaft sear side. You know, it's captured in the shaft sear, you know, rolling off the face of the trigger sear. Amazing trigger. Like I said, big, heavy-duty trigger. The size of trigger that you would see in a lot of, you know, wood guns, basically, is what they put in here. They included, you know, they molded in what everybody's doing now. They molded in these line guides right here onto the handle. These are large enough to accept multiple wraps of line, and they're just in a really good location. You know, they're far enough down so they get it away from the bands contracting, and they're not too far down where it's going to get in the way of your reel line or, you know, into your reel or anything like that. What else here? You'll notice these two mounting holes right here. These are female threaded inserts. I believe they're about 30 millimeter spacing, so they obviously will mate up and pair perfectly with Salvimar's own reels. Their Maxa reels, and then their vertical reels, and then it'll also work very well with some, you know, aftermarket, you know, vertical reel options as well. The going forward along the track here, this is like some sort of Teflon composite track. And they come in sections. It's removable and replaceable. So if this is ever damaged, you know, you can pull them out and you can replace sections. I've never actually had to do that. These don't really get damaged. We've been carrying these guns for many years now. I think we tested some of the early pre-production models, you know, before they were released. And this track is really nice. It's like it's a vented track, which is nice, and it definitely quiets the shot down. It's not like there's no metal on metal. You don't get that sound like a really loud, you know, metal railgun firing. We'll go forward up here. We'll go to the muzzle. This is a big, heavy-duty, substantial muzzle. You know, you're not going to be worried about this swinging this thing around on a boat and hitting something and breaking it. This thing is a big, substantial muzzle. It's ambidextrous, so you can wrap your line left or right. You can also, so you can switch your line release either side as well. You have basically you have your line guide and your line anchors up here, or your reel line guide, or your anchors for your muzzle bungee, and your shooting line wrapping point are two separate locations. And it's always really nice on spear guns whenever they do what they've done here with this gun really well. They separated the two locations, so it's not just a you know, one piece of metal like you see on a lot of spear guns, where you're feeding your reel line through and you're wrapping your shooting line over. When you do that, it's just kind of annoying because it binds up one or the other. And in this style, you don't have to choose. You know, that doesn't happen. When you get used to that, it's really hard to go back. They really knocked it out of the park years ago when they released this, and there's really still, after all these years now since this has been released, there's really not a real competitor. There's really not anybody that's done anything like this. The only thing, you know, in this class, I think, still to this day is when you get into the carbon guns, when you get into like the carbon cuttle barrels. You know, that's then you get into, you know, rail guns that are able to carry and throw these bigger, you know, heavier 7.5 shafts, you know, carry them very well. These up to 95 centimeter come with a 7mm shaft, and starting at 105 centimeter and larger, they're stocked with a 7.5 shaft. They're all equipped with their Pacific style shafts. That's basically a longer and heavier duty flopper. They're all metal injection molded fins, so no, like basically line holes in every single one of them. Completely deburred, nothing to file down or anything like that. They're all laser welded. You know, the shark fins on these are all placed very far to the rear. 7mm, you get a cheater fin and 2 direct load fins. 7.5, you get the cheater and you get 3 direct load fins. Easy way to tell what size you're looking at here. Yeah, overall, extremely versatile traditional band railgun. I think everybody who's been affiliated with the store has owned or still owns at least one, maybe multiples of these in different sizes. You know, I've personally taken everything from mangrove snapper to I think my personal best amberjack was taken on this exact same size, 105 centimeter hero. It was like a 90-pound amberjack. Had no problem with that fish. I took like a 40+ pound mahi with this exact same size hero spear gun. So, you know, you get real punchy bands and a heavy 7.5 shaft, and this size of a gun, there's not much that it can't do. I used a 125 one of these years ago to take a 120+ pound yellowfin tuna here too at a Destin, and it had no problem. I mean, it was a headshot. It was close. You know, it's not the gun I would take if I'm going on a dedicated tuna trip, but you kind of know you're in that territory. You have that capability if that situation presents itself. You have a little D-ring here at the end of the handle, so if you want to clip off, if you want to tie loops in or anything like that. Yeah, basically, like I was saying, it has all the features, you know, that you would want. You know, if you were designing, you know, a railgun, you just put all the best features into one gun. That's really what they did. And they seem to have done this like for the American market too, where, you know, we're blessed with you know, healthier reef fisheries and bigger fish, where we need these, you know, these bigger shafts and you know, punchier guns. So can't say enough great things about these guns. We haven't over the years. I don't even know if I could fill up one hand with, you know what I mean, in the last, gosh, it's probably been 6 years since we've started carrying these guns. Yeah, and I can't think of any warranty issues or recalls with these guns. They're just tried and true staples and that's why we've carried them and continue to carry them, shoot them ourselves. We've released some pool testing videos a long time ago when these first came in, and I'll try to update those videos and show you, what these are capable of. So if you have any questions about them, if you want any closer looks, or if you want to know anything else, just give us a call, shoot us a message, drop a comment, let us know. Thanks, bye.